Oh, hey, I was just enjoying my donut chilling in that donut, which I replaced the letter O with. You know, just the everyday stuff.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to exit the donut.
Okay, time to go. Back in studio. Next part of my day is figuring out what to complain about this time. Scrolling through this rat shit list, I decided to look at the bigger picture and remembered that I had something big in front of my eyes while I was taking piss earlier this day. Hollywood. Back in the day, old movies and cartoons were fueled by a great passion, a melodic spirit that danced through Walt Disney's enchanting animations, Charlie Chaplin's poetic silent films, and Sergio Leone's epic visions. Their art, pulsed with joy, music and laughter, created a magical world where imagination lives forever. But the Hollywood isn't just about the movies, but also music, TV shows, entertainment events, recording studios, celebrities, television productions, etc. However, I don't give a shit about nothing other than the filmmaking part of Hollywood. So in this video, I'm gonna just stick with it. But you listen to music, don't you? It means you actually give a shit. Oh, shut up! Unfortunately, this huge logo gets smaller in public's eyes as the time goes by. Things that were happening here lately and growing inability of all them producers to touch audiences' hearts are slowly causing a big fall. As he said, Hollywood's bleeding. Seriously? What? And this topic I will save for another material, so make sure to subscribe. Yes, I said it. Judge me. I'm sure that all those geniuses out there came up with various reasons why the things turned out the way they did. But for me, there are 5 main factors that are doing the job of destroying this institution just fine. Let's take a deep dive into them. We live in times when the world of movies is completely dominated by a few of the largest corporations, which compete with each other every day for absolute dominance. It's all a huge battlefield where every single tactic matters, and that's why good leaders are crucial. I am educated enough to know that Napoleon was an excellent commander for his people. What I don't really know is the person who put some of these on top, and that's a shame, because I would like to give them a huge round of applause for causing the biggest fuck up this world has ever seen. Nowadays, these people are so easily driven by ambition, chasing their leadership in the industry. Because of that, they often make stupid choices by accepting reckless projects, smuggling their small ideologies to fill up their ego, and spending a whole lot of money on something which should have never existed. They naively believe that by spending more and taking greater risks, they will soon be rewarded. Well, obviously not. Duh. They all forgot about one most important thing: passion. However, they actually have the reasons and motives to act the way they act. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure that back in the day they all had the same passion which we beg them to have now. They had to get there somehow, right? Well, tell you what, they all lost to one invisible opponent, which concerns all of us: economy. And it's one simple mechanism. As soon as a human being achieves something great, they get rewarded, which usually means money. You know, they become rich, which makes them feel invincible. The next thing they do is figure out how to continue getting rewarded. But from 2 perspectives, they tend to choose the wrong one to guide their next steps. Let me visualize that, in 4 points. At first, their success had its source in great passion. They were passionate about something, so they made a movie project out of it. It turned out so great that people watched it, and considered it worth spending their money on. And finally, the outcome came: wealth. And sadly, people tend to see it backwards, as soon as the final detail fills their wallets. They want more money, which came from the pockets of their audience. The audience was happy about the project they made, so let's just remember about passion in the sequel. See the difference? It's sad, but it's how our brains work. We are simple creatures, just accept that. Economy is a bitch. Let's now look at it from the audience's point of view. As I said, economy affects us all. For movie enthusiasts, streaming platforms have become the ultimate heroes when it comes to enjoying entertainment for very little money. However, it also generated a huge problem. Paying the price of one cinema ticket for a monthly access to hundreds of movies and series sounds great, but there are definitely too many competitors in this market as well. People are interested in many different movies and series at the same time, but they may not have access to all of them simultaneously. One movie is here, the other there, and for that one they still have to wait. To make it affordable, people tend to have one subscription at a time, and to use it efficiently, they create checklists of movies and series to watch before the month ends. As a result, watching movies becomes less of a pleasure and more of a responsibility. Consuming movies this way prevents the mind from truly relaxing, because some triggers have been switched. Movies are no longer enjoyed in the way they should be. Alternatively, some choose to stick with this one or two platforms and simply watch whatever they feel like. No problem, because all of them serve countless content for their clients. But how good is this content? Sadly, there is a trend of flooding platforms with low quality movies. Just order another B-class horror and make a shiny thumbnail. People will watch it eventually when the other stuff runs out. It's a self-spinning spiral. Platforms fill clients with a pile of shit, and the clients consume it, saying that it tastes like shit. Like, no shit. Where did the good stuff go, they say. Well, exactly. Where is the good stuff we all expect? Unfortunately, in this industry, it's barely possible to meet the viewers' expectations, especially when these expectations have already been shaped by these guys. We can't blame the audience. They paid for the content and don't want to feel like they've thrown their money away. They want the quality stuff. They want more of that. They want more. They're not entertained yet.
Give them more, give them more!
And the feedback goes, oh my god, slow down. Here you go. Oh shit, you again? The good stuff unfortunately takes time to appear. Maybe things would have looked different if they hadn't been so exceptional from the start. We don't know. See what you did? Why don't you take a fucking break? I don't know, go on vacations, travel, Jesus! Speaking of viewers, of us, well, we are also causing it. The big fail of Hollywood. Who showed them that people will go to the cinema anyway? We did. Who gives them pressure to create as much content as possible? We did. We watch the sequels, expecting more and more and more in every new release, even if it becomes a huge absurd. Then we complain that it's not the same, blindly driven by nostalgia. Surprise us finally, we say. But when they actually try, it's not something that we had in mind. It doesn't meet the timeless movie formula and the proven patterns. Our chances of getting surprised are constantly decreasing while our expectations keep rising and rising. The ultimate factor of this phenomenon is our human brain, which is programmed to work the way it works, and we can barely control it. Let's get rid of the source of the problem once and for all. God.